Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I was thinking the other day, I got to thinking, I'm kind of an asshole, ain't I? Yes, that's right, I've come to the conclusion that I am indeed an asshole. Okay, I am, okay, I admit it, okay? But then I got to thinking also, what is the cause of this? What has caused me to be such an asshole? Is it all the horrible shit, the horrible ideas, the horrible idiocy that people are putting out there? The complete abandonment of common sense? Or is it something else? And that's when it hit me like a ton of bricks from above. It must be because I'm a white man. Oh my God. So I panicked. Okay, I panicked. How do I fix this? How do I fix being a white person? Oh my God. Now, I was going to try the blackface. I was going to try putting on some blackface and try not being white. Okay, but apparently that's super racist. Oh my God, can't do that for some reason. So I'm going to save that till Halloween. But anyway, I got to thinking, how am I going to solve this? And that's when it hit me. I remember seeing an article about toxic whiteness. So, ladies and gentlemen, please sit down, relax, strap yourselves in, and prepare for some conversion therapy as I go on this epic journey, seeking out training to heal from this toxic whiteness before it consumes my very soul. Now, since we're all about that learning educational experience today, I thought that I would seek out the most reputable source that I could find. everydayfeminism.com, and would you look at that right there, healing from toxic whiteness training, and oh my god, we can click to learn more. Oh, let's do it. Now, I don't know about you, but just taking the first step, I can feel the toxic whiteness just slipping away. I can feel the healing powers coming forward. And oh my god, we can enroll now! Oh! But you know what? Let's do the responsible thing and see what it's all about first before we jump right in. Okay, here we go. Everyday Feminism presents Healing from Toxic Whiteness, an online training program for white people, committed to racial justice. Oh my god, it's so progressive. Oh, this is exactly what we need. If there was ever a time in recent history for white people to take action to end racism, this is it. That's right, white people, it's all on us. It's up to us white people because those inferior other colored people cannot end racism by themselves. They need our help. It's all on us. Wait, something doesn't sound right about that. I do know what it is. But anyway, let's continue. Trump's presidency has shaken white people's understanding of racism to its core. And I feel this. I feel this. Okay, it's almost like I don't even know what the fuck racism is anymore. Anyway, it's revealed what many people of color have known and been naming for generations, that the U.S. has deeply normalized white supremacy and is built on a foundation of systematic oppression. Oh my God! As a white person dedicated to social justice, you knew just how racist Trump's campaign was. But perhaps you didn't know how capable so many white people, perhaps including your own family and friends, were of electing him. First off, white people, I'm addressing you, that's right, whitey. Why would you elect the devil? The devil, literal Cheeto Hitler devil. Why would you elect him? I didn't even think y'all were capable of this, but you're racism, you're white. Okay, anyway, I digress. You may be finding yourself coming to terms with just how prevalent and harmful white supremacy is. I mean, personally, the KKK is up on the rise. We got Nazis in the street. Shit is going down. Okay. And how your white privilege has kept you ignorant and in denial of this reality in the first place. Like I said, my eyes are open. I see clearly. Okay, there are rallies in the street. They are hanging the blacks and they're shooting the Mexicans. Shit's getting bad, guys. Shit is getting bad. So with Trump's policies starting to roll out, you know you want to be fighting alongside people of color. That's right, you wouldn't want to be a bigot now, would you? But also you know that you may feel frozen in place by feelings of shock, confusion, denial, and guilt that many white people have been dealing with since the election. And I am as a white devil. I feel frozen in place by the feelings of shock. How could this happen? The confusion. Why am I so evil? Oh my god. Denial. It's not because I'm a white person, damn it, I was born this way. And guilt. Why am I so white? Lord, why'd you make me a white man? Okay. Hold it together, Captain. Pull it together. We can get through this. It's understandable for white people to have those feelings as they begin to notice we don't live in a post-racial society as we've been taught, and how pervasive systematic racism actually is. You just don't want those feelings to stop you from taking action. Oh my god, everyday feminism, it's like you know me. It's like you know me. I don't want these feelings to stop me from taking action to help those poor, downtrodden, oppressed, incapable, disadvantaged, unable to help themselves wipe their own ass people of color. I feel you, I get you, dog. Okay, I feel you, everyday feminism. I get the message that you're trying to put across loud and clear. This starts with not running away from the racism that exists both within yourself and your communities. Instead, it means acknowledging it, and that is a painful process. And the pain I feel. With our unique, compassionate activism approach, you can learn how to hold that pain of racism in a way that's healing and comes from a place of love and justice. Oh. That way, you become increasingly free to take action against white supremacy from a sense of wholeness and shared humanity. Oh, this feels so good. Oh my god, there's so many good words in there, like love and humanity and justice. Oh, this is exactly what we needed. And oh my god, look at that. There's another whitey. Oh, let's go see what this white person has to say. Now, I know what you're thinking, okay, because I'm thinking it too. I would rather hear about my evil whiteness from a person of color, not another white devil. Oh my god, clearly a slip on their part, but we will forgive them because they are trying to help us. Now, what does Lenore here have to say?
Healing from toxic whiteness provides white anti-racists with crucial missing tools for the most challenging aspect of our work, navigating our own emotional reactions when confronted with the realities of white supremacy. These tools help us to work through our knee-jerk tendencies to reject ourselves or other white people when we encounter how racism operates through us. With these tools, we can take on one of our most crucial responsibilities, to engage in productive dialogue with those who knowingly or unknowingly defend white supremacy. This program has helped me to become a more effective change agent by becoming more accepting of what is within me and around me so that I can be present to it, honor it, and transform it with courageous compassion.
How beautiful and courageous. Oh, click here to reserve your spot now. Oh my god, we should, after that beautiful testimony, but I feel like we should continue onward and discover what else they have in store for us. Oh my god, we have a lot to go through, don't we? Holy shit. Anyway, once you notice just how insidious and ingrained racism really is, and how often you find yourself unintentionally upholding it, tisk tisk, it can feel like your whole worldview is being shaken. And it does, okay, it does. It feels like my whole worldview is being shaken. Like all those facts, information, that crap that I observe in reality, my common sense, it's like it makes no sense anymore. Please help me. Okay. As you think about what you can personally do to address racism, you may find yourself wrestling with questions like, how can I make sure I don't accidentally say something that's racist and hurt people that I care about? Oh my god, I don't want to say something to hurt them, because words can hurt. I know I need to speak up against racism more, but when does speaking up cross the line into speaking over people of color? Actually, this right here is a good one, okay? Because personally, I don't know about you, but I would love to speak up against racism more. But indeed, when does speaking up cross the line into speaking over people of color, especially when they're being racist?
Oh my god, Captain, what are you doing? You can't say that. People of color can't be racist.
Oh my god, you're right. My toxic whiteness. What have I done? I've committed wrongthink. but it's okay because I'm here to get help. So let's move on. What do I do when I discover that I've been subconsciously stereotyping and judging people of color? Well, I should probably just go kill myself, but we'll hold off on that for now. I feel so guilty about having white privilege, but am I really willing to give up that privilege? Do I even know what that means? Does anyone even know what the hell that means? How can I figure out what I should be doing to fight racism without burdening those beautiful, luscious, delicious people of color by constantly asking them what should I do? Feminism, everyday feminism, tell me if I don't have a darkie to tell me what to do, then what do I do? How do I deal with the fact that I'm scared to talk to other white people about racism when they so often get really angry at me? And you know what? Yet again, this is another really great question because I have seen this in action, okay? For some odd reason, when you go up and you talk to white people about racism, like you do sometimes, you go up and you call them out for having the original sin of being born a white person. And of course, are therefore racist, homophobic, xenophobic, misogynistic, and the bane of all the darkies devil. They tend to get upset for some reason. So how do we deal with that? Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently we really do have a lot together here. So this is going to be a long video. I do apologize. I might break it up into separate parts, but here we go. What then do white people need to do to fully engage in anti-racism work? For white people to truly engage in anti-racism work, they must first engage with their unconscious conditioning to think and act in racist ways. That's right. You cannot be an anti-racist and do good work when you're already racist. Okay, you need to confront your unconscious conditioning that, of course, comes with having the condition of being born white. This is often the first obstacle in approaching this work, and because it's so normalized and insidious, it can feel insurmountable. That's right. How does one fight one's own whiteness? This obstacle of being white when you were born that way. Please tell us, everyday feminism. While white people are not inherently or inevitably racist, What? No, that can't be true. They are all raised in societies built on systemic racism and have been bombarded since birth with conflicting messages. That's what it is. Oh my God. Okay, we've been brainwashed. We've been brainwashed by a system that explains everything. Oh my God. What a travesty. With conflicting messages that teach them to, oh my God, we get to learn what we've been brainwashed. What have they taught us to do? Think and act in racist ways that personally benefit them at the expense of communities of color. Oh my God, my racist thinking and actions. Oh my God, I get benefits from this that come at the expenses of the Podakis. That's fine and everything, but could you please tell me where I can go cash in on these benefits? Because I could kind of use them. I really could. I feel like I've been missing out. View these racist behaviors as either racially neutral or even actively anti-racist, like being colorblind. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. When you do not consider another person's skin color, you are in fact being racist. Shame on you. Believe that since they don't personally benefit or intentionally engage in racism, they have no personal responsibility to do anything to end it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the white man has a new burden. The white man's burden, whether you engage in racism, you have anything to do with racism or not, it's on you. It's on you. Do not run from this responsibility. White folk, it's on us to end racism. Not notice how our society is structured so that white people are seen as full human beings and treated as normal, while people of color are seen as stereotypes and treated as less than. Oh my God. Holy crap. I really am the victim. I am the victim of systematic brainwashing. Okay, I didn't even notice how our society was structured to love white people and hate the darkies. I didn't notice it. I didn't. This is scary, guys. What have they done to my brain? Okay. Believe that being racist is one of the worst things that you can be in order to scare them from acknowledging the racism inside of them. Yeah, we only think that racism is so bad to keep us from acknowledging how racist we are deep down inside. Yeah, that's totally a thing that makes absolute sense. By God, if somebody had only told me sooner, I could have put on my tinfoil hat and we could have avoided everything. Holy shit. Okay, let's keep going. Oh boy. This is good stuff. I like this. I really do. This means the question needs to shift from, am I a racist, to how will I work towards undoing the racism I was raised with and have internalized. That's right. Don't examine yourself. Reality and facts be damned. Don't ask if you are the thing, accept that you are racist. So that way you can start working towards, you are wasting time examining if you are indeed racist or not. Cut that shit out, okay? You are racist. The real question is, how do you deal with it? Because while we'd all love if we could jump from being raised in a deeply racist society to becoming completely anti-racist, it doesn't work like that. The desire to not be racist is not enough by itself to stop someone from being racist. That's right, we need this program. This is why this is paramount to us not being racist, to healing from our toxic whiteness. By becoming conscious of your own conditioning, you will be able to choose whether or not to continue to do as you've been taught or to act in accordance with your values of justice and humanity. What are those values? Well, we'll tell you what they are later. This can be a painful and disruptive process, but the only way out is through. That's why we created this Healing from Toxic Whiteness training program, because getting in touch with our pain is the only way to heal it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to unlearn the fact that we do not feel any pain. The fact that in reality we can observe no pain that's there. Yes, we need training so that way we can feel, so that way we can have faith that that pain is there, so we can get in touch with it and then therefore heal it. Oh, how wonderful. Okay, now this next part is super important, okay? It's muy importante. Okay, this is what we will gain. What do we get from this training? This online training program is based on the compassionate activism approach. What a lovely name. And is designed to teach you the very healing practices that white supremacy and other forms of septic, might as well be septic, systemic oppression desperately don't want you to have. Huh. Okay, now maybe it's just me, but I feel like I've heard this kind of pitch somewhere before. You know the one, 3 easy ways to get back more on your taxes that the government doesn't want you to know. 5 new ways to improve gas mileage that gas companies desperately don't want you to know. I don't know, it fills me with a sense like something's being held from me, like they're keeping secrets that they don't want me to know, secrets that will help me have a breakthrough in life. What am I missing out on? Let's find out. Through this online training program, you'll be able to identify the pain that's behind your resistance and struggle to take action for racial justice. Give your pain the gentle, loving care and attention it deserves while holding the space for others to do the same. Get back all the time and energy you normally spend on feeling confused, anxious, and angry with yourself and others around racism and direct them towards taking action instead. Stop being scared of discovering how you've been harmful and welcome the opportunity to hold yourself accountable in order to restore loving justice. Get alternatives to silencing yourself or coddling other people who are being harmful. Engage in dialogue with other people without letting fear drive you. Help other white people transform their ignorance and defensiveness into greater consciousness and motivation to act in that solidarity with people of color. Oh, what a lovely package, I just say there, boy. So let me get this straight. Just so we're clear here, what we get in this package is we will finally get to point out that imaginary pain that comes from the system hating us because we're white and they want us to hate the darkies. Okay. And then we will come to love and embrace that pain, which will allow us to properly bend the knee, bend the back, and pucker up the old booty hole for any non-whitey that comes our way. Oh, yes. And then I assume your court wizard, which you of course have hired, will grant us back our time and energy that we spent wallowing in our white guilt so that we can then direct that time and energy, with confidence, mind you, back towards all those other white devils and shame them into getting educated by healing their toxic whiteness and taking this program, I guess? Well, doesn't that sure sound like a circular win for everyday feminism? Oh, look, another white person that's gonna tell us something. You know what? You had a perfect chance to give up your spot and bend over for a black person to talk, but you didn't. But again, we're gonna let it pass because they're helping us. What does she have to say?
I joined Healing from Toxic Whiteness because I wanted to act against racial injustice, but felt frustrated because that felt so theoretical to me. This program has opened my eyes to the racism around me and in me, and has allowed me to let go of my sense of guilt, entitlement, and all that goes along with toxic whiteness. I can now be closer to others, including people of color, because I'm being my real self, and that has been such a gift.
Truly another great testimony. Now let's move on to how the online program works. Activism isn't a one-size-fits-all, and neither is this program. Everyone's time, capacity, and engagement style is different. That's right, people are diverse. So here's how we've built this program to fit your schedule.
10 video modules. 10 weeks of in-depth video-based content with transcripts to help you integrate this approach into your life. Supporting materials, readings, exercises, and guided visualizations supplement the video training sessions. Private Facebook group. A private Facebook group exclusively for program members to support each other and work through challenges together. Lifetime access. Lifetime access to the modules so you can revisit them as often as you'd like, whenever you'd like. Once you enroll, you'll have access to Module 1 of the course, and each week after that, you'll get an email letting you know the next module is ready to be accessed. You can access the modules on Teachable's platform at any time from anywhere.
Oh, okay. So basically, it's a 4-way delivery system of propaganda, truth, directly to my brain. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, look everybody, another testimony from a white person. Wait a second, why are they all white women? What the hell is going on?
Oh my god. Did you just assume her gender?
Oh shit, I done goofed. I done went and done it. I'm so sorry. What does this kind person of gender have to say?
Healing from toxic whiteness has helped me to have more productive and genuine interactions with people, especially those who don't share my exact beliefs. Now, I'm also able to better care for myself and more effectively navigate my own path towards anti-racist existence. I still stand up for my values, but it is now from a place of greater wholeness, openness, and stability.
Truly a brave and noble testimony. Quick, let's click here to reserve our spot now. But no, there's still more to it. We have to keep going. Okay. The curriculum. Now, I'm just going to briefly go over these, but I do want you to listen to the titles of these, quote, modules that they have. They're absolutely beautiful. Drawing upon this mindfulness and other Buddhist practices, Buddhist practices, this compassionate activism program is broke out into 10 modules released weekly. Module 1, a framework on how white supremacy emotionally harms white people. Module 2, the cyclical journey of healing from white privilege. I would just would have went with circular. Anyway, Module 3, the compassionate activism approach and first practice of noticing toxicity and acknowledging multiple realities. Yeah, because there's just not one reality. Okay. Module 4, the second practice of humble curiosity and gentle mindfulness. Module 5, the third practice of compassionate self-accountability and radical education. Again. Okay. Module 6, the fourth practice of compassionate truth-telling and consciousness-raising inquiry. God. I don't know if these are intended to be intentionally ironic or what. Module 7, the fifth practice of shared envisioning and compassionate non-cooperation, because that totally means something. Module 8, putting it into action. Module 9, mindfulness exercises. Module 10, top answered questions. Somehow I doubt it. Oh, goody, looky there, another white person of gender. Another person of gender. And what does this POG have to say?
Compassionate activism has absolutely and powerfully impacted and shaped a new way for me to look at everything. More than ever before, I am able to move closer to the most painful and raw situations in my life, and I'm not talking about my butthole. to more deeply understand what I am experiencing. Or maybe I am. Even if I'm upset with them, I am also much more able to understand where other folks are coming from. I'm seeing the impact of this program playing out almost daily in my life.
Truly another noble, great, brave, compassionate, beautiful testimony. Oh, looky. Costs and logistics. Oh, this is gonna be good. This online social justice training program costs only like $100, bro. Not even 197. This all-inclusive fee gives you access to them modules, them videos, that Facebook group, lifetime access, and free access to crap that we poop out later on. And we will refund your money in 15 days if we don't suck you in by then. And would you look at that, yet again another testimony, I'm sure riveting, beautiful, and brave, from yet again another white POG, that's right, person of gender, because we ain't gonna be no bigot up in here. So what does this pug have to say?
I want to extend an enormous amount of gratitude to the Everyday Feminism team. From my healing from toxic whiteness journey, I emerged with a newfound confidence to talk about racial justice within white communities from a place of non-attached and dedicated service. It allowed for intellectual and emotional growth. It was an exceptional experience to be held in witness of shame and guilt as a white person, still being held compassionately accountable by Sandra. This has profoundly shifted my worldview and fueled my sense of gratitude. My journey in this program gifted me the opportunity to share and process in safe space. I will definitely be returning to the course material to deepen my understanding and personal study.
Oh, so courageous, so brave, so beautiful. That's some good testimony right there. We should click here to reserve our spot now. But actually, you know what? Let's wait. Let's figure out exactly who is this program for, because it seems to just be for white women. I did it again. I mean, person of color. No, damn, that's the wrong one. Person of gender. Please don't judge me. Okay. So, who is this program for? This online training program was created for white people who understand that white privilege and racism are serious problems. And ladies and gentlemen, I know that's you as much as it is me. We take it so seriously. And are committed to building a more just and loving and equitable world. Oh, I want to live there in that world where everything is so just, loving, and equitable. Are tired of witnessing the daily manifestations of white supremacy within and around them and want to do something about it. And ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a big one for me because I don't know what it is, but every time a person of color or a Jew walks by, I just jump up and I don't know what it is. It must just be my internalized white supremacy. Immigrant, I need help. And the third one here, want to move beyond merely acknowledging things like racism, white privilege, and white supremacy to actively undo the hold these forces of oppression have on their lives. That's right. The force is with you. Are ready to do the emotional work necessary to get to the next level in their social justice journey. How poetic. Please note, while this program is geared towards helping white people heal from toxic whiteness, it is also open to people of color. May I just say how inclusive, how diverse, so great, how progressive, interested in better understanding the emotional resistance that many white people have to addressing racism within themselves and their communities. That's right, if you are a person of color and you are interested in understanding why Whitey is the devil and why he can't help himself and he needs to be helped so he can help you, please take this program. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, we have yet again another stunning and beautiful person of gender with a vagina and double X chromosomes. Let's hear what Zer or Zim has to say.
Compassionate activism has given me specific tools to learn how to respond to situations instead of reacting to them by waiting to engage with others until I've taken care of my needs first. I've always felt like I would be much more effective in reaching people and opening their hearts if I could have compassion for where they're coming from. That's the magic of this course. It's cultivating our imagination of what's possible.
Oh my gosh, yet again another stunning and brave review, another great testimony. Oh, would you look at that? We're already down to the frequently asked questions. Let's take a look and see if there are any questions that we personally might ask. Alright, their first question here is this program only for white people? And they answer, this program is open to people of color, but the focus will be on white people's racial experience of white supremacy. Our other compassionate activism program, Healing from Marginalization, is likely a better fit for most people of color. That's right. You see, if you're a person of color, you don't necessarily want to be in the, quotes, Whitey, Stop Hurting Darky program. No, you would probably much prefer the, quotes, Here's a Band-Aid from Whitey Hurting You program. All right, and the second question here. We're getting down to the meat and potatoes here, I'll tell you what, okay. Are you saying that white people are inherently toxic? What do you mean by toxic whiteness? Well, what indeed? Similar to toxic masculinity, which I wish we would have covered instead, toxic whiteness is something that was created by white supremacy and done to white people. That's right, you're all victims. You get a victim card, and you get a victim card, and you get a victim card. How glorious. Toxic whiteness is not inherent to white people, even though it only affects white people, and you're basically born with, there's nothing you can do about it, and you don't know you have it, and if you're white, you got it. However, white people are unconsciously conditioned to perpetuate and be complicit with white supremacy while not even realizing it. Where's my tinfoil hat? And while white people materially and socially benefit from racism, God, I want those benefits. I want them benefits. Am I just not being racist enough? Is that what it is? Do I have to walk around saying, you spit, you nigga, you wetback? Do I have to do that to get my benefits? Because I want them. They're also emotionally harmed by it. Clearly, I'm very perturbed, which is rarely discussed and therefore makes it harder for white people to realize how they're being manipulated by systemic racism. That's why it's important for white people to free themselves from this toxic whiteness in order to begin developing an anti-racist white identity. But what if I don't want to develop an anti-racist white identity? Yeah, I just blew your mind. You're thinking, oh my God, you want to be racist? No. What if I don't want a racist, anti-racist, white or non-white identity? Yeah, guess what? I have a name. I have a name for a reason. My identity that I identify as captain. I identify as an individual. Can I please do that? No, of course you can't do that. Anyway, moving on to question number 3. Why is this anti-racism program centered on white people and their feelings? Well, because all white people are racist and their feelings are valid. Anyway, it's not appropriate for white people to center their emotional struggles with racism in cross-racial spaces with people of color present. That's right, we need to segregate the white people. They might do something bad to the black ones. We can't have them mixing, oh my God. This shifts the focus away from the impact on people of color and recenters the feelings of white people in a way that often minimizes and erases the pain of trauma and experience by the people of color. That's right, you can't say that white people have problems when black people are around because that might, it might take away focus from the black people's problems. Oh my God. At the same time, when we are in touch with the existence and impact of racism, we inevitably experience pain, and it's important to process that pain. If white people do not process their emotional struggles around racism, they're going to go crazy and kill all the darkies. No. They often remain stuck in them and are unable to appropriately take action and address it. It's also important for white people to do this healing work within a community of like-minded white people in order to create a new way of relating. Having a separate anti-racist healing space for white people, led by a person of color, oh that's right, we need a darkie as our shepherd or else people be lost. Who can hold them accountable, who can beat us with a stick if we get out of line, is important foundation for white people doing anti-racism work. Well, aren't we just all little sheep? And finally, the last but most important question. I tell you what about the healing that people of color need? Oh my God, won't somebody think of the colored people? Anybody think of the colored people? Okay. People of color definitely deserve and need the support with healing from trauma of white supremacy. I mean, guys, it's on the rise. The rallies of Nazis and KKK in the streets. Oh, those poor colored people. Think about them. That's why we first offered our other compassionate activism program, Healing from Marginalization. Since we wish to stop the need for that healing in the first place, we've expanded our programs to include ones that support white people in fighting against racism. That's right, why help the black people, heal from their problems when we can attack the problems directly? White people. Well, everyone, there is a little bit more that I'm sure that I could get into, but this video is already going to be incredibly long. So I'm going to close out this video by proposing some questions of my own to everyday feminism. My first question would have to be, how would you feel if I replaced the 78 occurrences of the word white with the word black? Would this then be a racist program? And if it would, what makes you think that it's not racist against white people? Is it because they're white? Do you not see the problem with that? Okay, entertain me. I mean, what if you've normalized black supremacy so much that your black privilege has kept you ignorant and in denial of this reality in the first place? Seriously, okay, do you realize what kind of assholes you are? Yes, that's a proper question. And here's another one. Have you considered that the problems of colored people are not related to white people? Have you ever stopped to even consider and entertain the possibility? You know what? Could you consider that there are problems rooted in their own communities that they are responsible for that has nothing to do with the color of other people's skin? What makes you think that other people having a certain color skin is responsible for other communities being complete shit and the problems that they have to deal with in those communities? Where the hell did you get this idea? Could you please, pretty please, stop trying to take away the agency, accountability, and responsibility away from colored people? Could you stop infantilizing them because of their skin color? Because that's a very racist thing to do. Could you stop trying to perpetuate white guilt based on imaginary conspiracy theories of systematic white supremacy? Do you even have a shred of evidence of systematic white supremacy corrupting the minds of white people to develop racism towards colored people? Are you aware of how batshit crazy that makes you sound? Ladies and gentlemen, I could put forth a whole host of questions, but I won't. Instead, I will leave it to you. If you have a question that you would like to ask Everyday Feminism about their Healing from Toxic Whiteness program, please, by all means, leave it down in the comments section. And everybody, okay, I'm gonna level with you. I did not expect this video to go for this long. I expected it to be long, maybe 20-25 minutes, but not over half an hour. I don't think I've ever made a video that's gone on this long. So I do apologize for that, but if you have watched this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I do hope that you did enjoy it. And now, between you and me, I'm gonna go find the first mate and see if I can't spank the toxic whiteness out of her. Oh yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for watching, and remember, keep fighting stupidity wherever you may find it. Have a good one.
Oh my god! Did you just spank me?
Maybe?
But why would you do such a thing?
To heal your toxic whiteness. Seriously, it's totally a real thing.
Oh, okay. Well, did you get it?
What? Did I get it? Oh, yeah. No, I probably didn't get it all. I mean, that's just part of a 5-step program, which is, by the way, much more effective for getting rid of toxic whiteness than Everyday Feminism's program.
It is? Huh. Well, it kind of hurts.
That? Oh, yeah, that's the pain we have to identify first. You know, so we can start the healing process.
I don't know about all that. You kind of sound like you're full of shit.
Hey, their program is like $100, and I also have a lifetime guarantee, okay? If you're not satisfied at any point, you get your money back.
Huh. Okay. Well, I guess that sounds pretty good. Hey, wait a second. I never paid any money.
Aw, yeah, you sure didn't.